everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, came away with a win.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And so it's Phoenix with it, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Fires from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Some solid defense from Claxton. Outside Johnson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Iguodaro. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Out to Powell. Pass to Johnson. Here's Williams. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer off the mark. To 3, Booker. And it's Williams off the drive. Off target at the rim. Outside Booker. Pass to Iguodaro. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that's an unselfish player who definitely wants to get his teammates involved. A willing passer there, Booker.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Castle for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. To the left side wing. Claxton with the block.
Well, the length of Claxton allowing him to reach out and affect the shot. That is really good defensive work.
Now Johnson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And Claxton throws it down.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Here's Castle. Outside Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Claxton with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game now. And he makes the first. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Lets the 3 fly. He buries it from 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. The 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. To the right side. Pass to Castle. Here's Arenas. Fires for 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
To the wing on the left. Down low. Ooh, poked away. From the baseline. Buries the jump shot.
14.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Here's Castle. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Back to Garuba. They get it again. Arenas. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. The Nets with a lead. Here's Murray Boyles. Second chance effort. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And another shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Arenas. And his scoring average impressive, putting up 17 a game. Three seconds left. Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. He hammered that one down.
Oh, an absolute exclamation point. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Phoenix out in front, leading by a point.
The Nets, 12.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Pass to Booker. Oh, Booker in close. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Powell. Back to Williams. Clock is at 3. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Nets trail by 4. It's Johnson with a drive. Outside, Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Claxton. Here's Johnson. Off the left rim and out. The Suns lead by 4. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. The kick out to Williams. Three-pointer. And it falls.
Timeout.
2 for 3 from the field so far.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Booker. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Screen by Claxton. To the paint. They shoot again. Tipped. And he recovers it. Here's Powell. Missed it, even after all of those chances. Right wing. Pass to Booker. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Nets trail by 5. Powell with it. Stolen by Booker. From deep. Kept alive. Three on the clock. To the wing, right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Fader on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Here's Claxton. And the basket is good. Claxton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
For 3, Booker. Oh, yeah. Booker dialing long distance.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Brooklyn. And Brooklyn has possession. 6-point game. And there's a pick. Here's Toure. Porter looks it over. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. The Suns clear it. Pass to Arenas. .46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. There's the 3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the Nets miss again.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Second team foul. At the line for 1.
Nets trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
fake, but the layup's off the mark. Here's Arenas. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Castle. Pass to Arenas. There's the triple. Claxton with a rebound.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Johnson. And again, it's Brooklyn. Phoenix leading by 6. Inside. Arenas shot is off. Brooklyn with the ball. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
He does not get the second one. And the Suns pushing it up now. For 3, Booker. Brooklyn with the board.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Puts up a deep 3. That's tipped.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
To stop the run, knocks down the long J. And the Suns lead by 1.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
There's a screen. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. These are his first free throws of the game. The free throw dropped for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Castle. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire. They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Here's Castle. Just 5 to shoot. It's Booker on the wing. The fader. That shot, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Nets on the break. Offensive rebound. Suns trail by 3. Pass to Iguodaro. Outside for Booker. Here's Castle. 4-3. Powell pulls it in. Johnson with it. Booker defending. Outside Johnson. Claxton with it. Puts it up. Shot clock at 2. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Here's Iguodaro. 7 points in the game. Booker for 3. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Johnson. Over Booker. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Timeout. And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Arenas. For the tie. No. 4 for 9 from the floor now.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Brooklyn, no good that time either. Suns trail by 3. Out to the right wing. To win the drought. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And he goes in for the dunk.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Over to the wing. Pass to Garuba. Here's Arenas. Knocked away. Going all the way to the rack. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up by 4. After a quick break.
The Nets, 42.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Williams. Shakes him. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Arenas. The 3. He drops it from range.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
They recover it. The Suns trailing. To take the lead. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Arenas. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Johnson. And no good.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Arenas. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's Iguodaro. Oh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Suns lead by 1. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stat for Phoenix?
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
And the Suns making a change here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, "Hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end." Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
And Allie, thanks. Both shots good from the stripe. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Here's Castle. Claxton with the block. Here's Williams. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Next foul. Zaire Williams. Second personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here's Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 2.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what can happen.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Williams' shot is good.
And their field goal percentage is finally creeping up after a tough first half. Really trying to hold on tight to this lead.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Nets. 3-point lead. For 3, Powell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pass to Booker. Here's Castle. Jacks up a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Johnson with it. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the Suns pushing it up now. For 3, Booker. Pass to Castle. 4 on the clock. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
And here is Williams. To the left wing. The kick out to Johnson. Fires the 3. And the Nets miss again. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 1.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. The Suns making a switch here. And the free throw, no good. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. 55 seconds left in the game. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Booker. From downtown. And connects. Downtown.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Now here's Claxton. Can they get it? Tipped away. Stolen by Booker. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Pass to Johnson. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And the Nets call time here. They're behind by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And nails the tray. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
15
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're down by 6. Guys, what do you think?
It's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.